Not exactly.
Well, here we are. This is the final movie for Women's Month, and I got the best woman I know that represents femininity that is without further introduction. What's up, Shakis?
I don't consent to this. I'm gonna start the podcast, but I don't consent to this.
For every intro that I've ever done, where it's just like, no, he's wrong. Stop him.
This is over. I'll be in my trailer.
Get your diva self. See, this is what I'm talking about. Best woman I know. Get your diva self back here, because we got to talk about this. Proud Mary, keep on running.
Yeah, I don't know.
I woke up in the city, working for the man every night and day.
I didn't pay enough attention to get the lyrics on the first try. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I'd heard that song. And
I mean, Tina did it alone, and I'll do it alone too. But no. So, people, if you didn't know, Tina Turner, freaking hell. Proud Mary is a movie starring TarajiPHenson, and it's basically just your standard action movie. Like, I've not seen a more straightforward action movie. And out of every movie that we talked about this month, I can truly say that this is the most streamlined action movie out of all five that we've watched this month. Where Atomic Blonde kind of had some really good cinematography and an overall pretty good, interesting story. And Peppermint kind of had the most blandest action movie award next to Ava. It's like a fight out between those two. And Promising Young Woman actually had themes and it was your typical indie film that felt like it was more than what it was showing, right?
Mm-hmm.
This just feels like a pure action movie. And I want to know, what'd you think, Shay?
What did I think?
What'd you think?
The action was good. I think the action was good. I think that
I don't know. I don't think I was expecting this. But you do not look happy. What's this?
My first big issue that bugged me the entire movie, and this is for damn near every line, is that the audio was definitely off.
Okay.
The dubbing was not on, and for Danny Glover specifically, it just didn't sound right. It just did not. It sounded like something was just off.
Well, he getting too old for this stuff.
Like, I know he's got the gruff in the voice and all of that shit, but it just didn't sound. It sounded silly.
Okay.
Just to simplify it just sounded silly as hell.
Now. You talking about Lethal Weapon, Danny Glover, and you say he sounds silly?
Danny Glover is dope as hell, but whoever was overseeing the dub on this, I'm not feeling it.
Okay.
It don't feel believable to me. The story for this is, you said it best, it's streamlined action movie. Because the relationship between her and this kid could not be more forced.
You think it's forced?
I think it is a good bit forced, man. Okay. It just didn't seem... I don't know. If they would have... And I know this is a streamlined action movie, and that seems like to be exactly what they were going for. I think that this movie has a lot more potential for the story aspect, especially with the relationship between the characters. There's a lot that you have to infer with the characters, which is good in its own right. But for here, it just feels like the movie's a bit empty. There could have been a better emphasis on her and the kid. They both have this similar upbringing that she low-key causes for him. And then she takes him in like what happened to her, except she's determined to not do the same thing that happened to her, which is the interesting side of that story. But there's not anything else. And the shame is that they have good chemistry together. Like when they're in that department store, when she giving him a hard time for being a fucking smart ass. Like I love those moments, but they're just so isolated. I wanted so many more. Like I wanted a lot more.
See, I feel so very different from you on that one because I feel like the movie gave me enough of what I needed.
I mean, I guess
you know, like all those things you talk about was what I needed for them to get this story. And I know, you know, them riding off into the sunset.
I mean, that was fine.
It's a movie.
To be fair, the entire last scene, I'm just like, yo, nobody shoot her in the back.
Honestly,
like,
for real, though, they were in singles for so long that I was like, I was expecting the kid was gonna get it for real.
I mean, that was also true. I was like, yo, don't kill the kid. Don't kill her. Don't kill the kid. At this point, I'm over here like, at this point, they just need to ride off into the sunset.
Just go ahead and go.
And then it cut to black so fast. I was like, Joe, so you were just really trying to get out of here. And then they had the little mid credits.
But a lot of
finale.
A lot of that I think comes from like conversations between not only her but her, Tom, and Benny, and the fact that they do have that similar backstory, kind of, and you do have to infer. And what I infer from it is that she, after, like you said, causing the situation for Danny, tries to both rectify it and also do like one last good deed as she tries to escape from this life and take him with her in order to, you know, get him out of this same situation. Yeah. And that was all I needed, because the other half of the time people were getting shot a lot. Like it was just bang bang bang.
It was a lot of bang bang bang.
It was so just whew, that I was just like, I was impressed almost, because we didn't take any time to like drag on so much about the whole word. Unless you're John Wick, I don't really care about the word that you got going on. Some crime shit. All right, go ahead. Like, it's some crime shit. What's happening? Crime shit. Like this, and that's fine for me. Like, I don't know. It was. I thought it was a well paced, well told story.
I disagree. I think it was too fast. But what was the runtime for this? What was the runtime for this? Because this movie was pretty, like, it was really fast.
88 minutes.
Yeah.
88 minutes.
That movie was fast.
It got in and it got out, yeah.
It did. I mean, if they would have added, like, no, that's almost an hour and a half. Now, see, this is what people are talking about. These movies are too long now. People want shorter movies now, I guess. They don't want 2-hour movies no more.
Especially when you're action movies, because I run across the problem of if you sometimes an action movie don't need a lot. Yeah. Because then you get boring. You turn into that American warrior soldier, whatever that movie is with. Yeah. See, hold up. I'm gonna look it up. You vamp for me.
All right, so like I get what they're going for, but they also have like this crime shit that goes on. There's just 3 factions that are all at not war, but war is coming.
War were declared.
War were declared, but nobody really was warring on each other like that until, like, this random group comes out of nowhere, guns niggas down. They run up, gun niggas down in retaliation. And that's kinda, I mean,
that was the Luca Bracci boys.
It was the third faction.
That was the Luca. Wait, third faction.
Yeah, there was Uncle's dudes.
Uncle's dudes work for Benny. Yeah.
Do they?
No, Uncle's works for the Luca Bracci's. Luca's peoples. And that's why when Mary shoots Uncle, shit. When Mary shoots Uncle,
just like I fucked up.
Luca thinks that it's one of Benny's dude that he sanctioned to hit because a push for territory. When Benny's like, nah, that wasn't one of mine. Okay. So it's pretty much just like a war and faction between these two, where the other side is kind of just the catalyst for the rest of the stuff to happen. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, a second catalyst, because the first catalyst obviously is Mary shooting the boy, the boy's father. Excuse me. Also, the movie I was looking for was American Assassin. That movie, I will always, whenever we talk about an action movie on the movie club, people just go ahead and take a drink because I will talk about this as the most boring action movie I have ever seen in my life. Dylan O'Brien, the dude who's in Maze Runner, he's in Teen Wolf. I don't know if you know much. I can't think of any.
His name is familiar.
He was in
though.
Love and Monsters last year. Kaiju movie with okay.
No, I didn't watch that.
Okay.
But he does sound familiar, and I see Vultures in there.
Oh, he was the voice of Bumblebee in Transformers in Bumblebee.
Nice.
Yeah, for a small time that he had a voice
for that one line, for that Ferb line he got.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, also it has Michael Keaton. Thank you. Yes. I was gonna say Bruce Willis. It was about you didn't say it was like he played Bruce Willis. No,
I was gonna be like that ain't Bruce Willis.
That's what he's about to be to me for a whole second.
One of the few people I do recognize by face and name is Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
just because of his name.
Yeah,
and it's a funny name.
Because you are now a diehard fan. Welcome, brother. Welcome to the cult. Yeah,
I'm thinking of somebody else.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus.
I'm thinking of
who are you thinking of?
Shit, what is that motherfucker's name? No, that's not it. Fuck, what's that motherfucker's name?
So Italian mafia movie? Mafia movie actor?
Shit, it's not Italian. It's not Italian, but that's what my voice keeps doing. It's he talks really slow. He talks like this.
Oh, God, no! Shut up, Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken, son of a bitch.
How'd you get Bruce Willis?
Shut up. I don't know.
Christopher Walken and Die Hard? Hold on.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I would love to see that, though.
I didn't see that. Shit, what was that nigga's name again?
Christopher Walken?
Yeah, Christopher Walken.
Okay.
You always forget his name.
I do.
And I always remind you.
No, I always forget and mix it up with Christoph Waltz, who I'm really surprised I was able to just pull out of thin air right now.
Yeah, they all looked so
The dude
different.
from Django Unchained. Yeah, okay.
Wait, not Django. Was he in Django?
He was also in Glorious Bastards, but yeah, he was in Django Unchained. He was the dude that gave Django his clothes and stuff and his freedom, kind of, whatever.
Shit, it's been forever since I've seen that. And
I will also never forget that because I hate that movie. But no.
Back to Proud Mary.
Right. You want to talk about that? Mad tangent. So, you have any other gripes with this movie?
No, honestly, it's just that the story was kind of bland, but it was just there to be something to carry along to action. I do like the Proud Mary song playing in her big kill the guy scene.
I never knew how much I've wanted Proud Mary to be used as a song in an action scene until this movie.
It was good.
Until the trailer, honestly, but then also the movie. My only complaint about that is that I wish it did like the trailer thing where it's like it synced up shots, kind of like what Baby Driver did for its music.
Yeah, but a lot of people can't do that because
a lot of people
don't want to put in the effort.
But they need to try. I need more. I'm starting to need more. So I need them to go ahead and hit that try button, try real hard, get somebody who can do those good cut editing, and give me something that entertaining. Because if they would have given me what I got from the trailer when the trailer used that song, oh my God, 10 times. This would have been A+ material right here.
I could not say that, but I'd be more inclined to agree.
Yeah.
Cause the action scene, I think it's fine.
It is.
I think it's fine. I don't think it's great or anything like that, but I think it's good. Especially to go on like that infiltration mission she did with old boy. I thought that was really good. That was really good. There's not like a real overuse of the slow mo. It's real good balance.
How are mafia and gangsters? Because they went in there like they were SEAL Team 6. I'm wondering.
They only had 2 guys at the door.
I'm saying like 2 people going but Mary and Tom going through. They going through like SEAL Team 6. Like, we got this corner. You check your corner. You know what I mean? Like
they got call outs. They got each other's backs.
Who's training these people? Like who's training gangsters?
Danny Glover trained both of them.
But he was just in Lethal Weapon. I don't think he has the credentials.
Hey,
the LAPD just got it like that.
He said, you gonna train old boy the same way I train you.
I guess
you gonna
so.
work for the family. You belong to the family.
I guess this man is like
Family.
ex not Nazi ex
Ex-military?
expats or something like that. Like this man like this man was in he was on Outer Heaven. Like he trained with big balls. Like Danny Glover's like, you will be the next big boss.
He was in fucking what was that country that they made in fucking the Caribbean?
I just remember Out of Heaven. That's all I remember.
Shit, it's gone.
It's gone. Never mind.
It's gone.
I need an X feel for this joke.
All right, evac coming in. We out. That was terrible.
That was terrible. I need an X feel for the X feel.
I had it, and then I looked up, and I saw you looking at me, expecting me to say, "Is he gonna fuck it up?" And then I did.
So okay, I hope this is one thing we can both agree on. TarajiPHenson killed it.
Yeah, she did a good job.
TarajiPHenson played the mess out of Black Mama action hero.
Yeah.
Like the whole time, I was waiting for all the greatest hits of Black Mom lines. Well, go ahead and let them take you. They'll bring you back. Like, I was waiting on the top 20 because she got close.
Don't know want you.
Other hit singles such as I brought you in this world, I can take you out of it. I was waiting for all these good like I think she did a really good job here. Especially like she can bring it into drama. Like you should bring more dramatic actors into like action movies because she can sell a lot of those. I think that's what helped me for like the story and stuff is that she was able to sell like those dramatic moments. When she messed up, you could really see that she messed up. When she was really worried about Danny, I almost said Billy. When she was really worried about Danny, you could see that she really has grown an attachment to this boy. You know, like
boy.
All of this was phenomenal from her.
Yeah, she did a really good job. She did such a good job. I was like, yo, they gonna know she did something. She gonna, this written all over her damn face. Girl, what is you doing?
Right? She over here spacing out during every meeting.
She's like, spacing out. She ain't looking nobody. She ain't looking around. Like she damn near got like, I mean, she does, but she's got like damn near PTSD and shit. Mm-hmm. Just sitting there, like I'm just sitting here like
mad shell shock.
Like, and then the worst part, she killed her own homeboy to take the heat off of her.
Oh, Walter?
Yeah. Kill Walter on his fucking run. This is why you shouldn't be healthy. Stay inside.
I don't think she had no loyalty to nobody.
She didn't.
Like she
really didn't.
She was like, look, I'm trying to get out.
She ain't fuck with none of them.
Out of this life.
And then there's the relationship between her and dude's son.
Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
Which, from jump, that man just screamed, I'm the villain. Like
he really did.
That man ain't screamed nothing but like we're gonna have a final confrontation. If you want to talk about anything that's kind of disappointed was their last confrontation.
Yeah. I
was expecting a little bit more after everything else we got. We just kind of got a screaming match between those two. That's a little bit anticlimactic for me.
That's how I saw it going out. I really did.
I saw it going out that at least they throw blows at each other or something.
No, I ain't see it like that. The way Pops was, he's like more so traditionalist. They got this past. She don't give a fuck, but he do. It would have been more interesting had they done that because he has this overbearing type of persona that like he wants to be in control of everything. So that would have made for really good story, but they didn't really do anything with it before, so I didn't expect them to do it at the end either.
That's what I thought they were holding out for that end. You know, if not like coming to blows, like a more of a shootout, something more than what we got was what I was expecting. But we just kind of got like you ain't gonna shoot me. I was like, you could prove her wrong. You could prove her. No.
Don't you turn your back on me. Don't you close that door.
It turned into that same with Family Guy. Meg, don't get in that car. All right. Don't take that car to the airport. All right, don't argue with the checkout person. Okay, now don't get on the tarmac. Don't fly away on the plane. He was taking so long.
Yeah.
And then finally, when he wanted to drop, she sensed it in the ether.
She
and
knew.
then knocked the bookcase over and then
Blocked his bullet and shot him in the damn chest. And then
TarajiPHenson the next Captain America is all I'm saying.
And then the damn one-liners in this movie, bruh.
That ending one-liner, I don't think that was it. I am motherly.
You're not motherly. Her shoots him twice in the chest, goes to shoot him in the head. By the way, asshole. Everyone loves calling him an asshole, by the way, which he is.
He is.
But they really specify it. It's the way they say it. I am motherly. Shoot to the head. Like,
yeah, that wasn't the most. I don't see people quoting that. That wasn't no hasta la vista. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. I don't know how that shit made it past edited, bro. Like that's a line that definitely could have just stayed out.
All I'm saying is that wasn't any. Some motherfuckers always try to ice skate uphill. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna throw out a line, it's gotta type that. Like, it's gotta top that. I don't know.
Like I know
it's hard, but
like I'm trying to think of one right now, and I'm just sitting here like, man, this is a little difficult.
What happened to Benny? I let him. Wait, I dropped him out. I let him go. It's from Commando.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was thinking like, what the hell?
Yeah, I was thinking more Arnold Schwarzenegger one-liners. Nice to meet you. Sorry, now I'm just stuck on Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Fucking Mr. Freeze.
yes, indeed. So with all that said, I am going. Look, damn, I got American Assassin pulled up.
Yeah, I heard that was a boring ass movie.
It's
and not just
so
me, like literally
boring.
The trailer, I was really excited, and then everyone was like, "Yeah, nothing happens." I'm like,
"It doesn't.
What?
It's so boring." For another time. Babak Najafi. That female? Yeah, I'm very curious. Dude, I think you did a good job. I do. I think you did a good job. I think you didn't fluff around where a lot of other people would fluff around with their action movies, and I can really appreciate that. I dig some of your song choices here. It was such a sparing soundtrack that it didn't do much for me until Proud Mary came in. You knew to save that for the end. That was your draw for, and you played the shit out of it. I think you could do a little bit more with your climax. But as far as your story goes, for me, that it was fine. The way you directed your actors was fine, except for that line. I'm blaming the writers on that one. But all in all, I think you did a good job here. So I'm gonna give you a B. I'm gonna give you a B. Teetering on a B plus. And it might be a little bit, whatever, Trey. Well, I'm trying to stay true to my thought. See, fuck you. I'll give you a B to a B plus, and I think you deserve that. Professor Shakis.
Babak, listen, you need to do more.
I thought you said the bot, and I was like, what bot? We have no bots.
Excuse me. Babak. Yeah, I don't think your story was very well. You didn't write it. So this is for John S. Newman, Christian Swiegel, and Steve Anton. Could have done a better job here. I think the story is fine, but the plot of this movie could have been more, and I understand keeping it on just get in, get out. That's fine. It all works fine, but this has so much potential to be something great and I think amazing. Babak, your music is standard. That primary song now, that was good. It's everything about this movie feels par for the course. And like Trey said, I can't knock you for it. It is, you don't fuck around and drop the ball until that line. So for me, you're gonna get a C. I think this movie is enjoyable. I think a lot of people would actually really like this movie as far as action movie is concerned. And Taraji did kill it. And the little kid was good too. The little kid was good too. Like I said, they had good chemistry.
That, yes, I agree.
Again, I really don't know what was wrong with the audio here. It just didn't feel in sync. And even if it was, it feel disjointed from the actual picture for me. That's just a personal thing, maybe. But yeah.
A lot of times I kind of wonder if that's how we watch it too, if that has a thing to do with it.
I mean, it could. Yeah. But I don't think another movie's been like that so far.
Yeah, and I thought that about Tenet, and it turns out Tenet was just Tenet's own fault. So
yeah, apparently it was just horribly mixed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't our system this time. But yeah, I don't know. It kept me a layer away from the movie. I couldn't really be sutured in until those moments where they're playing off of each other, which is why I say I just really wanted a lot more of that because that kept me engaged. But yeah, that's all I have.
That makes me wonder. You saying that you mentioned the writers exclusively. I usually just focus on the directors because I was before I even backtrack off my thing. You subscribe to the auteur theory?
Oh, that the director's vision is the ultimate envisionment of the film?
Yeah.
No. The director has a very prominent role, and with like the culture that we have around movies, the director is like the most important guy. Mm-hmm. But unless they conceptualized it, then I don't think that the writer has all the credit, but the writer has a pretty good portion of it too. Mm-hmm. And then you have the actors that actually bring it to life. And of course, without the director, it wouldn't be as possible. But I think it's more, I see it as more of a team effort of everything coming together. Mm-hmm. And when everything doesn't come together, you can kind of feel that it just doesn't in the movie. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't think that the director is like the spearhead and like the most important part of the movie. A bad director can fuck a movie for sure, but again, the cohesion is what allows a good movie or a great picture.
I think I do, because I feel like a lot of those things that you talk about only get through if the director allows it to.
I mean, yeah, again, that's what the culture is. Like, the director has the final say. You can't really argue with the director unless they're open for notes, which I don't really know if they are or not. You know, it really depends on the director.
It really do. I feel like, and I say this, and I talk about this a lot, and people, I know we're getting off the subject of the film, but you have our thoughts. We'll get to the people's thoughts in a second. But I do want to discuss this because it does come up a lot. But, I always talk about this dude. But I feel like David F. Sandberg's type to take notes. I
don't really know. You know a lot more about him.
I've listened to a lot of interviews with him. Yeah, he seems like he's kind of the type that takes notes, but also the type that like holds it. It's probably like, I know what I'm talking about. But like the other people on set are like, he don't know what he's talking about. And then he pulls out some shit.
He'll let him get there. You know what? He'll be like, well, if I can get it out, he'll be like, all right, we'll try it your way. If it doesn't work, we'll do it my way. Type of guy, or he'll do it his way and then try out their idea to have something in the back. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, man. For what you told me, it seems like that. Fucking if I remember listening to this right, it was that book that we were listening to on the way to work with Sidney Lumet,
Making Movies. Yes,
and the way he was talking about his process kind of had me think a bit. It was like, for the most part, yeah. What he says goes, but he also listens to writers that he actually trusts,
right? And
takes notes from people that he knows what the fuck they're talking about. Mm-hmm. Even when he wants to stick to his guns. So like, I was like, man, I like that concept because it's more focused on the team. So like, if a movie bombs, like. Right now, well, not really bombs, but like a movie of high contention right now, the Snyder Cut, Justice League, is people aren't really messing with Joss Whedon right now, and they're siding with Snyder's version of the film, and people are saying like Josh sunk the movie pretty much. So like,
But that's the thing. Like when a movie does fail, like you talk about,
That's where I was going.
the director is usually the one to take the heat.
Yeah.
Nobody blames the writer. Nobody blames the cinematographer.
Yeah.
In fact, you only hear about the cinematographer when it's really good, a la Roger Deakins or something. You know?
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going. So it's like, man, maybe we could take a little bit of the blame off these directors.
Well, but then there are
But
other
then again,
moments.
the director kind of controls.
There
the
are other
process.
moments that are. I feel like it's the actor's movie. Could you kind of hear about it in interviews? Like, well, they conform to the vision that I have for the character. You know, you have some like a movie that comes to my mind is like Deadpool. Like, I don't think about either directors of Deadpool when I think of Deadpool and creating Deadpool.
Was that the
You can't even think.
the Avengers dudes, the brothers?
No, not at all.
Oh,
No, I think it's like Tim Miller or something did the first one, and I can't even think of who did the second one because I think of Ryan Reynolds
Yeah, that's all I
spearheading
think
the
about.
whole thing.
like that's
right?
that's all I think about when I talk about Deadpool.
Right. I don't know. It's a weird thing. People see. This is what
And
you
niggas
get. You get a
on the
little bit.
teenage
This is
warhead.
what happens when you have two film students talking about film because you get into weird extra conversations like this. So I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Do you subscribe to the auteur theory? I can't think of the other theory that was taught in that class. I just keep remembering auteur theory, and I can't remember the opposing one.
I just it's either Artur or not, but the other one wasn't really just not. It was like a whole other thing.
It was a whole other thing, and I can't for the life of me remember it. I don't think I still have that book. Or did you have that book? Because I don't know if I bought the book for class and I ever used that thing. I feel like I used online stuff for that
What
class.
class was it? Was it Ted's class?
No, it was a communication theory. It was 330. It was with that dude we only had once, but is always at Sharky's. Yeah, I can't remember.
Was that
dude's
in
name.
that book?
It might have been in the book. I don't know. I never read the book. But anyway,
No, I'm pretty sure that was for like Bowers and Mindel.
No, that was
Or Ted.
No, that was communication theory. That was
Or maybe it was in multiple books.
I can't remember the dude's name, but we'll talk about it after this because we're getting mad all now. Now we're getting into personal stuff.
What did the people think about this movie? Trey?
You know what, Jake? I'm gonna tell you what the people. I'll tell you what you want, what you really want. With the budget, that's too late. I already did it. With the budget of, and we got them ranges. You know how I feel about the
Big-ass
ranges.
range,
With a budget of $14 to $30 million, this came in with a box office of 21.8 million. It didn't come in the middle, but it came right like in the range of the middle. So it's like, I don't know. Either this was great if it was 14 million, or it was a flop because it's 30 million. So I don't know how to judge this.
I would say it's a flop.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying like this is an action movie. I would anticipate
Triple
that they'd
digits.
expect that. Well, maybe not triple digits, but certainly at least double the budget.
Mm-hmm.
Like at least make your money back as profit.
Yeah.
Like, and I think this movie is good. It's just not great.
It feels like a cop out, but
Well, there's good and then there's great. This movie is good. It don't reach great heights.
there it is. Like you can't say, because the fact that you can't say one without the other is what I mean when this feels like a cop out. But I digress.
Fair enough.
I really don't know how people feel about this one. I feel like people are more in line with you though, because ain't nobody. People saw the trailer like, well, I got what I needed from the trailer, and just didn't go see it.
It could be. I don't remember the trailer, but I did like
I
it
watched it a
enough
lot
to
because
like.
I did like the trailer.
Like I wanted to watch this movie. I was really excited. I don't feel let down, but I feel like there's more here.
Could be
Or it could have
blad publicity. It could be.
Publicity.
It could be the fact that this came out in January. January, early months back in the olden times weren't good.
In the before four.
Weren't good for films. Like usually that's where you get the drop off films that are just released and don't do good. Usually it's summertime, Christmas time that you get like your big slew of film, or more around Thanksgiving and shit, because family and stuff, and horror. But a lot of things could lead to why this wasn't so well received. So pour one out for Babak. I don't know if you do anything else. Well, people, that's what you got from us. Thank you for listening to another movie club. We will see you next time. Peace.
Who the hell are you?
I'm married.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. Make sure that you check out the other shows that we have on the Facebook, the other main podcast that comes out every other Tuesday. Make sure you leave a like, share it with your friends and your family. Go check out our YouTube where we have content from other Production 1200 works. And make sure you follow us on the Instagram. We post sometimes there. We'll do more. We'll try. Maybe. Like us on iTunes podcast, rate and review. Give us them 5 stars. And we'll see you next time.